Leeza Garber, always good to see you here.
Good morning.
Well, Leeza, California is stepping in with new rules for AI companies. What stands out to you in this order, and how far does it go? Does it go far enough?
California has been a bold innovator in technology and also technology-based legislation. And right now, this piece comes after dozens of AI-based legislation that Governor Newsom has proposed. And this executive order is really surrounding the safety of vendor interactions with California state agencies, looking at how they use artificial intelligence to protect people in California from different discrimination problems and wrongful content, things like that.
Okay, so the governor says this is about protecting people, as you just mentioned, but critics argue that some of these regulations could actually stifle innovation. How do you see this whole thing balancing out?
Well, in California, Governor Newsom has been very outspoken about using artificial intelligence. In fact, this latest executive order pushes for the use of AI to help different California state agencies as well. So really, there has to be a balance here, but there's no point in saying that California is not pushing for AI. Governor Newsom knows the companies that are based in California. Of course, it's a technology center in the United States, and he knows that we have to have AI. It's just an issue of accountability for artificial intelligence.
You know, this also could set up a potential clash for the Trump administration pushing for less regulation, which is basically a lighter touch federal framework that the Trump administration is pushing for. What kind of confusion or risk does that create for companies and users moving forward?
Trump has also been very outspoken and has issued multiple executive orders about the implementation of AI, saying the U.S. will not become a leader unless we get rid of burdensome legislation. But California has been outspoken as well in saying we need legislation to keep people safe. And we can still win the AI arms race, but at the same time, we have to account for what is going to protect against discrimination, against illegal content, against wrongful content. And these are things that we have to be aware of. There's also issues with how children access AI, and we've seen those lawsuits playing out in courts around the country.
Now, what does this mean for everyday Americans watching this when you think of what's happening in California? What does these protections look like? What do they actually mean for privacy issues? How will we see this in our daily lives? I guess if you live in California, what does this mean?
Well, California has set up a domino effect before for other states across the country for privacy. So in terms of AI, we can really hope to look at California as a trendsetter for protecting the privacy and civil rights of other Americans using AI. California has been a trendsetter before, as we know. So really, we're going to look at how consumers access technology and how we interact with state agency offerings in terms of what they are using. There's also the protection against AI content that is not made particularly aware of in different platforms. So having watermarking technology added to that, so we know when something is AI generated.
All right, that was perfect. Cybersecurity expert and privacy attorney Leeza Garber, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Angela.
Coming up this morning, your personal and financial